Hey everyone,
Hi.
this is Laurie, my beautiful sister.
It's me.
I thought we'd have a chat about your experiences in various different programs when it comes to health and diets and all that kind of stuff that you've been through in your life. You're now 36 years old, a mum of a beautiful girl, and let's talk about what your experiences have been and how it's affected you when you were growing up and how it's brought you to where you are now.
Okay. I always think it's really funny that my brother's a personal trainer and a health coach. And it's not funny, like I just happen to be in
Funny, haha.
No, I mean I happen to be in a bigger body, so I'm always like, that guy, that fitness guy that helps people get fit and lose weight is my brother. And I've trained with him heaps and he's incredible.
And losing weight is only just if I can step in, losing weight is just a byproduct of some people's desire to elevate their health.
Absolutely.
Right?
If I could click my fingers and drop a whole lot of weight, I would. But I saw Paula here and I'm like, interview me. I'm an interesting one because I've been on every single diet. I've done every single program. And a few years ago,
She hasn't done the hero program.
I haven't.
She would not listen to her brother.
I might do the hero program one day.
One day.
But my focus has been on actually undoing all of the diet stuff that I've learnt. And we were just talking about the fact that I believe that I'm in a bigger body. Well, the biggest body I've been in probably because of all the dieting and restriction and rebounding that I've done. And actually for the last few years, I've just been working on being comfortable with food and movement. And I was saying to Paulie that actually where my focus is these days, because I love to be fit and I love to, I have a little daughter and I want to be able to move around and chase her around. And for me, it's all about going into my habits. So every day I love to move. It's not about being skinnier. I've taken the focus off that now. And it's how will I actually get myself out the door, Or today I left the house. I hadn't had breakfast. So what did I eat? Banana bread because it was on the go.
Mm-hmm.
So it's that minute when I'm in a rush and I'm just packing my daughter's lunchbox with berries and protein. And I'm like, what? I'm not taking care of myself.
So what do you think would have been looking back on this morning when you left the house and you had banana bread, what do you feel could have worked differently for you to be able to kind of navigate that in a different way?
Well, either I do something really quick for myself, like an egg and some toast or some veggies, or I pack myself a little lunchbox as well. I think what I'm realizing is if I don't give myself that attention, and my partner's away at the moment and I don't have time, it just goes on her. And that's also an excuse because I feel like I also did that stuff before, but I'm really wanting to bring my focus back to my habits. Prepare a box for her, prepare a box for me.
Beautiful.
Make sure I'm getting nutrients, make sure I'm working on my habits. Yeah.
And identifying those habits first and foremost, what is it that you want to be able to achieve out of it? And I think this is really important we'll get into a mini coaching session. It's what do you want to be able to achieve over the next 4 to 6 weeks, right? Let's use the word goal for whatever that is.
I'll block by his. No, I'm joking.
But goal can mean what do you want to achieve? You know what I mean? And then you reverse engineer that back to actual daily habits.
Yeah.
But there's no point establishing a habit if you don't have an endpoint or an invisible endpoint. Because you can establish a habit, but that might be you might get on a plane and you might end up thousands of kilometers away from where you actually thought that you wanted to go. So
what am I striving for?
What are you striving for?
Yeah.
What is it that you want to be able to achieve? And then start reversing that back to what are the baby steps that I want to be able to achieve. Right. So you said I messed up. I messed up. I ended up having banana bread, and that's something that I could possibly have done differently. So it's how could I establish habits in place for me to be able to foolproof that, so I didn't have banana bread.
And it's not that I have a problem with the banana bread. It's that wasn't what I wanted,
and
that wasn't going to fuel my body. That wasn't going to give me what I needed. And I get in answer to your
it's very professional.
In answer to your question, what are my goals? To be don't even like the word light because I feel like it's hard for someone like me. I find a struggle, I guess, to lose weight unless I'm restricting. But
what does lighter make you feel?
Yeah, like I want to be. I love being really physical and mobile, and yeah, like I love wearing certain clothes that I probably can't wear sometimes at this weight, and like this, which is not a reason for me to restrict myself. I can't go there, but these are things that if I hold in my mind, it's like the main thing is being mobile, feeling good, feeling not tired, feeling like I can move and run about, and like I know that there are certain decisions I can make, like when I'm exercising, not in a hard ass way. Like I love yoga, but it's not. I don't get there now. That's the problem. Yeah. I'm not carving out the time.
Yeah.
Can you help me carve out the time?
Of course I can. And like just to kind of take a step back from that, it's like so feeling more mobile. I personally also feel better when I feel lighter on my feet.
Yeah.
I'm not at my ideal weight. I'm going through like a lot of strength training now, and I generally just feel lighter when I'm lighter on my feet. I feel better when I'm lighter on my feet. But to get back to you, if you want to kind of carve out that time to be able to really, really prioritize your yoga or exercise, or being able to, prioritize planning for a meal so you don't end up in a situation where where you're eating what you don't want, then it requires just a little bit of identifying what your week looks like in a predictable manner, but also understanding that there are pockets in your week that can be planned to be unpredictable, right? So now that you've got all of these different things going on, you've got this beautiful being that you're wholly responsible for, and let's face it, we all prioritize these little beings before our own health and well-being. But if we can shine a light on what our week looks like, and then take a step back and identify pockets that you can still be unpredictable with, like, because you love being social and being around your village of friends is what makes you, right?
Yeah.
And you never want to lose that, right? That's a definite. That how can you have that, and how can you still have time to prioritize your own health and well-being? Well, you literally need to like annotate, take a note, take inventory of what your week looks like, and just understand how you can find opportunities to be able to plug those moments in. So first starts with being conscious of what your week looks like and not walking through your week with your eyes closed. Just open your eyes, and then we can start to kind of inject little moments of lorry time
into there. Or being so. Should I quickly bring her?
Yeah, bring her in.
Let me bring her. Come, Boogies.
Hello, little Oshi. Yeah, we're still going. We're still cruising, baby.
I know. No, he's not happy. Yeah, and I think, hi everyone, this is Oshie. I also think it's about,
the beautiful reason why you're not putting yourself there.
Exactly. You say hi. I think that when I had her, it was easier to grab the pram when she liked me in a pram and walk and do things I love.
Yep.
I actually went for a walk with a friend, a walk on the beach with a friend today, and I was a bit huffy. I shouldn't huff and puff when I'm walking on the beach. It means I'm not fit. And so even though I know that restricting myself doesn't work, I can identify that I want to be fit and I need to be fit. So yes, I'm very open to those strategies, and I know I really believe in habit stuff. There's actually an awesome chick that I can give you can do a link to.
Yeah, sure.
That does amazing stuff on habits, and I love listening to her because it's
what's her name?
It's life changing. I'll have a look.
Okay. But it really does just kind of, you just need to peel back the layers. Once you open your eyes to how you're walking through your life, and it doesn't need to be in an anal kind of way. It just needs to be right now I'm aware of what my week looks like. All of a sudden these gaps open up that you didn't know existed previously, and you can be like, oh, okay,
This is my time.
It may not be, going for a chai latte before yoga and then, 3/4 latte and then doing whatever afterwards. It may be a half an hour yoga session somewhere in a different environment. Or you can have the hour yoga session, but you can account for it.
Yeah.
And it's just about accounting for it and knowing that it's there.
And making it, I think it's making it a priority.
Absolutely.
I probably don't.
And the only way you can, and why do you think you don't make it a priority?
If I'm honest, because there's no instant reward. There is an instant reward. I feel good. I don't know why I don't make it. Maybe because it's about me at the moment, and I'm very focused. Is she going to fall down the stairs?
No, she's doing well. She's getting on a bum. I know the reason why I don't prioritize certain things in my life, because I feel anxious that I'm not going to be able to do the other things around it peripherally. Yeah. But then when you take that step back and you can account for it and you can kind of balance the books, so to speak, and be actually everything else is taken care of, then you feel confident that you do have the time for yourself. And if you don't, then you speak to your partner and you're like, this is what I want to prioritize for myself. Can you pick up the slack for me?
Yeah. I think I'm also exhausted, so that sometimes that stops me from getting out there, and I just think I'll just sit and drink a coffee instead.
Yeah, and there's but that's given to yourself also.
Do we think she did?
It's possible. Do we want to change a nappy on this?
Anyway, I am. Don't need to talk. I am really open to your suggestions of how to change those habits.
Great.
And
this wasn't meant to be a coaching session.
No, it was great. Say thanks, Uncle Paulie.
Say hi, Asha. That's a photo and a half. But our camera's recording.
Virgo Leo session done.